What's up, everyone? So in this video I wanted to talk about the moonlight, and I want to talk about why you should be getting in moonlight very often. Every night is a little bit hard, and sometimes the moon isn't really out in its fullness. Okay, I mean, there's moon cycles obviously, but as I've said in previous videos, moonlight is not sunlight. Okay, that's a big lie that the rulers of our world want you to believe. Okay, so contrary to popular belief, moonlight is its own luminous source. And there have actually been holistic people, as I've said in the other video, that go down to Arizona and they get moonlight and it heals rashes, things like that. And when talking about things from a spiritual perspective, moonlight activates and stimulates your pineal gland more, and it also activates your crown chakra more, and it can benefit and enhance your dreams as well. And yeah, you're basically, there's there isn't really enough studies done on moonlight and all its many benefits, but yeah, I would say it's part of what we need as humans. We don't just need sunlight, we also need moonlight if we want to have more of a yin-yang balance in our body, if we want to have both energies, you could say. And so yeah, like I said, you should be getting in moonlight when you can. You should be maybe even doing things like meditating in the moonlight. Okay, and meditating in general is really good for you, and I used to do it a lot. I still sometimes do it, but I used to do it for like a really long time, every day, for like years, and I got really good at it, so much so to the point to where I could actually, like in a split second, just immediately calm my mind down right when I close my eyes. And I'm going to be doing more meditation later, when I get healthier and all that later on in the year. But yeah, anyways, meditating in the moonlight, that might have its benefits. Okay, it's just something to think about. So I just want to throw this out there real quick to say that, yeah, taking a midnight stroll sometimes isn't such a bad thing. Staring into the moon, and all this talk about how, moonlight makes you crazy or it turns people into werewolves, and all that. Those are the rulers of our world trying to scare you away from the moonlight. That, and by telling you that it's reflected sunlight, because they don't want you getting moonlight. That's why they try to scare you with werewolves stories and fairy tales and all that, and folklore and all, people going insane when it's a full moon outside. Yeah, it's all a big lie. And then even certain people out there will say wild things about the moon and make just the most ridiculous claims you've ever heard, claims that they can't back up with any sort of evidence usually. And they say things like moonlight is bad for you, and then of course there's crazy conspiracies that say that the moon is a spaceship. Okay, that's not really the truth. I don't buy into that. I think there's a lot of controlled opposition out there and people that will say things that are crazy like that. But anyways, yeah, and then of course the whole thing about like a lot of the movies out there, like the horror movies or the thrillers, whatever, they take place in the woods, where there's like vampires, werewolves, scary things going on in the woods, and it's usually at night. And this gets people scared of the woods and nature naturally. That's what these movies are intended to do in that way. So then people won't get out in nature because, the monsters are in the forest. But the real truth is, being in the city at nighttime is way more, you're way more likely to get mugged, stabbed, robbed, all that. Whereas if you're in the woods at night where there's nobody, yeah, depending on where you are, there might be some predators, some animals, but like, you're away from potential robbings, stabbings, things like that. So really the woods is one of the more safe places to go at night with the moonlight. and it's one of the more healthy places to go, and they don't want you doing that. So anyways, that's about all I wanted to say for this video. Hope everyone's getting plenty of sunlight and moonlight. All right, take it easy.